Addis Ababa is a vast metropolis which lies at the foot of Mount Entoto. The name of the city means new flower in Amharic. It is home to at least 5 million people, 90% of whom are living in slums. The exact figures are unknown. It's a bustling city of contrasts with a long and rich culture. It is the capital of Ethiopia, a country which is struggling to come into the 21st century. Life is hard here for the many people living in the slums. If we hadn't been born in the affluent West, we could have been striving every day to escape the poverty of a place like this. Reflect for a moment on what it would be like to bring up children here. Your children could be playing in these streets. What if you had no job, no benefits, no schooling, no healthcare, and no proper home? This could be your house, with no electricity, no water, and no protection from the elements. But it only takes one, just one, to make a difference. 4 years ago, Keith visited the project and was disturbed by the emptiness of the shelves in the Institute of Urban Workers, which meant that the students had no books for their studies. On returning home, he set about getting donations from his clients, and here we have the evidence of what he has achieved, because one can make a difference. Fantanash has 2 younger siblings. Her father is blind and her mother was taken ill. Fantanash left school to look after her sick mother, who subsequently died. She is now making carrier bags from cement bags and selling them to earn money to keep her family. She is hoping to return to her studies at evening school and eventually to become a hairdresser. She smiles all the time. She is just one sponsor child. There are 340 more children in the project who still need sponsorship. It costs just £10 a month. That £10 covers schooling, uniform and a meal a day. None of us can sponsor 340 children. But what about just one? Because one can make a difference. This old man was practicing the traditional game of gavata at the Centre for Older People. If it wasn't for the centre, he would be sitting in a dark slum dwelling, hungry and probably alone. The older women prepare and cook the food which they eat at the centre, food which also feeds the sponsor children. The centre has a garden where the older people grow their own vegetables. It was a European visitor who suggested that they raise up the vegetable gardens so that the old people didn't have to bend down. One person made a difference. This lady had no means of keeping her family until Jemba and the project provided her with a sewing machine. She now has the equipment to provide for her family. This is one family who no longer needs support. This head teacher is young and enthusiastic. He takes an interest in every aspect of the lives of the children in his school. The school is so good that children from outside the project area apply to come here, proving once more that one can make a difference. Since December last year, there has been no doctor at the clinic in Sibisto. Much of the work of the nurse is preventative medicine, including vaccination for babies, contraception, and advice on nutrition of young children. Despite the difficulties, the nurse remains surprisingly cheerful and optimistic. Jemba is a small lady with a big heart. She received her vision during her 5 years as a political prisoner in a rat-infested prison. And what of the future? Row upon row of new housing is being built around the city, but none of it is accessible to the poor, and once again they're in danger of being left behind. The IHA-UDP project, however, is still building, although funding is difficult to find. This condominium is in the process of being built for the poor and will provide them with shelter, electricity and running water. Jesus said, "Inasmuch as you did it for just one of these, you did it for me."